Let's talk briefly about rhyming. Rhyming does not directly relate to reading. A child does not need to be able to rhyme in order to learn to read. However, rhyming is an essential element of an early childhood classroom, and it does start to form those neural pathways in the brain that allow a child to start to perceive sounds in spoken language. Also, at some point, if a child is not rhyming in an early childhood classroom or in kindergarten, it can be a little red flag that's waving above the child saying, "Help me, make sure that you're paying attention to me because my phonological processing may be a problem. So look at me carefully and be sure you're working with me." The best way to teach children how to rhyme is to teach them specific rhymes. So I'm going to show you an activity that I like to do in an early childhood classroom and in kindergarten. And it only takes me a few minutes of the morning. And if I don't do it every morning, that's okay. I basically have a set of rhyming pictures. And I flash them to the children each morning, perhaps only 10 pair at a time. When I hold up the picture of mouse, I'll say, "Children, say mouse." Now say house. Mouse, house. And together we say mouse, house. Those words rhyme. Cat, hat. Say it with me together. Cat, hat. So I basically go through my rhyming pair, flashing the cards and calling out the rhyming pairs. Pear, bear. Plow, cow. Boot, fruit. Dog, frog. Remember, the children are calling out these rhyming pair with me after I've announced them, and that's the pattern that I'm setting. Now, the interesting thing about this, when I go back to that very same set of rhyming pictures, on day 2, when I call out mouse, I usually have at least one child who remembers house. Let's all say it together, mouse, house. On the next day, when I called up cat, I have more children calling out hat. So little by little, as I go through the week and I go through the days, when I hold up a rhyming picture like pear, I'll have more and more children calling out the pear, pear, bear. If I hold up plow, many of the children will call out cow. Boot, and by the end of the week, everyone's calling out fruit. So it's very easy to teach children these specific rhymes. Dog, frog. And now that set of rhyming pictures can go on the shelf, and it can be an activity that I can show the children how to do on the carpet or on the workspace, and they start to put their rhyming pictures together. Now, this doesn't mean that they can rhyme necessarily, but it's very easy to get them to a point where they remember these specific rhymes. And now when they lay these cards out on the workspace and they put them together, mouse, house, goose, moose, pear, bear, they're modeling for themselves now rhyming. And so rhyming activities tend to become very, very popular, and children very easily learn how to rhyme.